Hi, how are you? I'm Dr. Dooley. Today I'll be assessing your spine from the nape of your neck to your belt line. And if I need to explore that area, is that okay?
Yes.
Alright, can you see? Let me check this out. Alright, sit down, facing the TV. Okay, I'm going to expose your spine. Now, tuck your bridges. Alright, I'm going to be doing a general scan. Alright, that's a resilient joint. She's a little restricted in her upper lumbar, so I'm going to check L1, spinal L2. Bisect the iliac crest. So I'm on L4 and I'll palpate superiorly. 3, 4, let me do that. L4, 3, 2, 1. So got my index finger on the inner spinal space of L1, L2. Can you cross your arms for me? So I'm going to be flexing the patient forward. Alright, she's a little restricted, so you have a flexion restriction. And I'm going to rotate her to the left first. Alright, let's bring in the joint. It's cheesy. Let me go to the right side. Let's bring in the joint lateral to medial, and it's cheesy. And since I'm on this thigh, I'm going to do a lateral bending. Bring in the joint. Alright, good resilient joint. The other side. And left lateral bending. Bring into the joint. And that's a good healthy resilient joint. So she only had a flexion restriction in her upper lumbar. Now I'm going to go up the thoracics. She's a little restricted in her upper thoracic, so I'm going to assess T1. Okay, can you flex your head or put your chin to your chest? You can relax your arms for me. Alright, so I'm going to put my chiropractic index finger on her vertebral prominence and my index finger on the spinous process above. And I'm going to fully extend the head, and if my index finger moves forward, then I know that the spinous process is retracting, so that means that it is C6, and my chiropractic index finger is C7, so I'm going to palpate inferiorly one spinous processes down to T1. Now I'm going to put my index finger in the inner spinal space of T1 and check for lateral bending. Lateral flexion of the left side. Okay, and I feel some, it's not restricted, it's a good healthy joint right here. Let me spring the joint. Up. Bring in the joint lateral to medial. That is good and healthy. Now let me check the right side. Right lateral bending, flexion. Now I'm going to assess the joint for in-play. So that's a good, healthy, resilient joint. So now I'm going to check for lateral rotation of the right side. Okay. And I feel her spinous processes are moving separately, so that's a good resilient joint. Let me check the in play. Alright, that's a good resilient joint. Now let me check the left side. Left rotation. Alright, good. And check for in play. Springing lateral to medial. That's a good, resilient, healthy joint. So now I'm going to assess the ribs of the first rib. So I'll palpate down the lateral aspect of the neck, bringing my hands interior to the trapezius, and I'm bringing S to I, slightly lateral to medial. I'm going to assess depression of the right rib. So I'm pressing down, and I feel the left rib elevating, so that's a good, healthy rib. I'm going to do the left side, bringing the joint down, and the right rib is elevated, so that is a good, healthy rib. Okay, so now I'm going to further assess her cervicals. Alright, she's a little restricted in her upper cervical, so I'm just going to further assess it. Can you push it back up together? Alright, can you stand up for me? Okay, what I need you to do is march in place with your eyes closed. Move your head forward and backwards just 3 times and then stop. Alrighty. Okay, well, she is neutral, that means she's an A. And if she wasn't neutral, she'd either be AS, which means her nose would be slightly superior, or AI, which her nose would be inferior. Alright, can you have a seat right here for me? Face the wall. Okay, and I'm going to be checking her atlas. So I'm going to go from the inferior aspect of the mastoid process. Alrighty, I'm going to be going slightly inferiorly, anteriorly of the mastoid process. Alright, so that means I'm going to be in the anterior aspect of the TVP. And then I'm going to laterally bend to the right, checking for the side of laterality. Okay, let's bring that joint. It's not resilient, so she has an R. Let me check the left side just in case. Well, that's springing. It's a good healthy joint. So as of right now, she just has an R. Sorry, she has an AR. Okay, and now I'm going to check the rotation of the atlas. So I'm going to go posterior to the TVP. And rotate to the right. Okay, let me spring the joint because it's really not rotating to the right. Okay, so she has a little restriction to the right. Check the left side. Springing the joint. Okay, so right now, she just has some restriction to the right. So she has the ARA because TVP is stuck to the anterior. So that's it.